7 seconds. All right. All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Also want to give them honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, who's teaching this truth and sincerity, and also who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered 4 corners of the earth, which you so-called Negroes, Latino, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You know, the true Israelite, this come out that elect nation and the nation that the Lord's dealing with. Okay? It's Brother Jonathan, from Great Millstone, Detroit, just back at you with another lesson, just through the spirit. This was actually inspiration for the, beloved brother Micah Allah from GMS, California. But I'm on probably entitle this, diet and fasting, because now we're seeing how Esau's moving. He's being revealed in all avenues, with the war, how prices are being affected. I think Bill Gates got like basically a meat lab. So everything is, we all know what we're getting and consuming today is genetically modified. Okay. So of course you can bring out that Job 9 and 24. It reads, "The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" But we're getting to that first line. It says, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Now we are starting to see that man of perdition. We're starting to see everything this man touches just leads to, destruction, to death. These foods that we're consuming is basically poisoning us, right? Now when you go into Luke, now we're in the know now, because first off, these foods aren't benefiting how they supposed to, right? Here we go. Luke 12 and 2. "For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, either hid that shall not be known." And now you can see these industries. I wish I could have got the snippet of what Micah Allah, the brother Micah Allah got, where you saw basically all these companies, your Nestle, your Pepsi, your Coca-Cola, all that. They're just the same. There are many companies, but just a part of one major company. And like I said, you can see the GMOs. You can see the chemicals that they put. That's why, okay, first, when you come into this truth, and I agree with the brother, diet, because when you get into the scriptures and the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, there's a certain way you need to conduct yourself when you eat. Like, first off, don't eat pork. But yet you got places like Outback or Texas Roadhouse where they sell pork, baby back ribs, Red Lobster, all the endless, all you can eat shrimp, things that you are not supposed to consume. But certain animals like shrimp, lobster, crabs, they're cockroaches of the sea, but they're to clean the ocean floor. But what I'm getting at is, we have to be, to our best of our abilities, our P's and Q's of what we're consuming. All right. And I, that's why, I've been telling brothers, like, I was going to start my own garden, because with non-GMO seeds, because we're not getting the proper nutrients. We see seedless watermelons versus what I showed a brother. If you can find me some of these watermelon seeds, please let me know. And we just being silly. He's like, brother, you ain't gonna see that type of watermelon until you get into the kingdom. That's that ancient non-GMO watermelon. And look that up. You'll see it. It has seeds and it comes in pods, right? So like I said, I did. I wanted to do, for example, I did a list, just of some of the benefits, like tomatoes, good for heart health, prevention of cancer, and better for digestive care, and it has vitamin C. But when you look at the ingredients of certain foods, like your cereals and stuff, it's a whole bunch of chemicals and things and ingredients that you don't even probably don't know how to pronounce, right? And also considering fasting, that's another thing that when you come into this truth, that has great benefits to do too, right? So, fasting, it helps you, with healthcare, reduce inflammation, and also cellular repair. So it's a lot, but Esau out here wants you to eat breakfast, brunch, lunch, supper, dinner, and then dessert, right? This man has just fucked up the whole order of how we supposed to consume ourselves, man. Get some more scriptures. Let me get the book of Sirach, the 38th chapter. Because these foods are our medicine. So Sirach 38, real quick. It reads, the skills, this is Sirach 38 and 3. It says, the skills of the physician shall lift up his head, and in sight of great men he shall be admonished at admiration, right? So when it says the skill of a physician, basically a doctor who specializes in medicine, right? Herbs. You got your homeopathic, holistic doctors, right? Things like that. Those are the things. Those are the true physicians, because everything, the food, like our vegetables, our herbs, they're cures. Like papaya, that kills cancer cells. I know it has something to do with cancer, but but you see Esau just genetically modifying everything where we don't get the full benefits, right? Go jump down. Oh, verse 4. It says, the Lord hath created medicines out the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. So, you're not going to, and then, how Esau is making kids. I don't like vegetables, man. Popeye the Sailor Man was that's what I want. A Jake version, but, our fruits, our vegetables, herbs, you got like your fenugreek. Fenugreek is a good herb to take to get rid of the mucus in your system, right? Because mucus is actually what causes sugars. Mucus is actually what starts all your sicknesses, illnesses, and diseases. And milk thistle is really good to detox your liver or help liver functions. Okay? Here's another point that I wanted to make. Yeah, man. So we have to be more careful. We have to be careful of what we're consuming, right? So I'm gonna end it off on this one. This is the book, because this is prophecy, right? Ezekiel, the 4th chapter. Let's get to the point. All right, so actually no, we can 15. It says, "Then he said unto me, Lo, I will given thee cow's dung for a man's dung, and thou shalt prepare thy bread therewith." So basically, the Lord was making Ezekiel basically eat shit, but in that basically that was a representation of future prophecy, that basically that's what we're consuming. We're just consuming bullshit. You can just see how, weak and feeble we are. People having dysfunctions, sick. The food that we're consuming is bullshit, man. So, y'all exercise, what you're consuming. I always see sometimes, I think Elder Apostle Tahari goes like the Whole Foods, it's going to be more expensive, but you're at least getting the real. And, it might not even be the exact real, but I know it'll be better at least. But that was just it on that, just something that was on my lob. But Lord, I hope this is edifying. So again, let me give all honor, glory, and praises due to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, and Kakadash. And again, double honors to the elders and apostles that great known so much to teach truth and sincerity, and also who rule well. It's a salutation to the hopeful elect. And close out, say shalom.